In this video, I'm going to point out a really obvious practice mistake that far too many players make, and it makes their footwork worse and it makes them play worse in matches. And it's such a simple thing to change. So I'm going to explain what it is, and hopefully you find the video helpful. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel before, much appreciated if you could do that as well. So the mistake that I'm talking about is volleying the ball from the baseline. I see far too many players volleying the ball from the baseline in practice. Maybe they're drilling down the middle, maybe they're working on cross courts, and they just volley it from the baseline because their partner hits a shot that's going to go too long. And it is just something that you should never do. It doesn't make any sense. You would never volley a ball from the baseline in a match, so why would you possibly do it in practice? You want to practice in the way that you're going to try and play your matches. That's how you can transition from playing well in practice to playing well in matches. But it runs so much deeper than that because it teaches you to have poor footwork. I should be trying to think about landing from my split step just after my opponent makes contact with the ball, so then I can react as quickly as possible. Hopefully, the first thing that I do is move to start to set up in the right position because I can read the flight of the ball quickly. And as soon as I see that the ball is going high, I should be programming myself to be stepping back, because maybe the ball drops in and it dips on the baseline. Well, I definitely don't want to be taking that from there. Maybe I've got to retreat right the way back, or maybe I can just hold my ground a little bit and I can take the ball on the rise. But any which way you look at it, you have to train yourself to recognize the flight of the ball and as soon as possible use appropriate footwork and movement to set up in the most ideal position possible. So it's such a simple thing that you can easily change when you're practicing, so I highly recommend that you do it. Now, something that can create difficulties in this area is reading the flight of the ball, because obviously if you're going to use appropriate footwork, you're going to react as quickly as possible and make sure that your first step is moving you to set up in the right position. A lot of players, their visual system doesn't work well enough to allow them to read the flight of the ball quickly. So in addition to practicing the right way and kind of thinking about it and making a priority to be reactive and appropriate with your footwork, I also recommend players train and do work on their visual system so then they can actually read the flight of the ball more quickly and more effectively. If you'd like to learn how to do that, I've got a class that's going to teach you all about it. I'll place a link to this free class down in the description so that you can check it out, okay? It's a quick video, but hopefully it makes sense what I'm trying to explain here. If you're the sort of player that's doing this, stop it. It will help in the long run.